Hey guys,
Hey Juan, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
great. Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I don't know what was going on.
Oh, no worries. I had the music going. I didn't want to kill the song, but I was enjoying the song. I like the Beatles. So how you doing today?
I'm great, great, great. I got some really good stuff to go over and some updates regarding the app, so I'm really excited.
Awesome. It's kind of a weird time right now. A lot of my guys are actually in work right now, so it's kind of weird time in the middle of the afternoon. But don't worry, I'm recording this to YouTube. So not only will I post it for all my subs, but I'll actually be posting this throughout the day back in the group because everybody always goes back and watches the AMAs anyway. So even if there's only a couple people in here, everyone will still get to see it later on tonight.
Yeah, no worries. I'm excited either way, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course, it's great to have you. Well, all right, guys, we have Juan with Content Coin here to go over some stuff, and I'm actually really interested in this project as well, Juan, being that I am a influencer as well. So I'm kind of at that point to where I'm just about to ready to get monetized, and I know that you really don't make a whole lot of money with it, especially early on because of just the amount of money that they make off of the advertisement. So it looks like what you guys are doing kind of will help out, especially smaller YouTubers like myself.
Yeah, well, that's really one of the plans. The main thing is for us is bringing back this off balance duty that we have on, which is we're basically the product that Instagram, TikTok, and all these big giants are using to make money off. So basically, you're spending all your hard time and effort putting this really cool content out, right?
Right.
What are you really getting? In order for you to make money on any type of influencing kind of platform, you need to have a big following. That doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't.
And even if you are the best of the best, it doesn't happen. The problem with this is that the monetization is based per views on everything, which it's normal spectrum. The problem here is that monetization is going to the big companies like TikTok and Facebook and all these other massive companies. They're not going to the little guys that are spending their time trying to make good content. So we don't need to have a massive change. We just need to have a different outlook and understand that we are not the product, that the app should be the product. So the product is also going to be yourself interacting with other influencers and gaining CONT based upon that. And I think that's also a great opportunity for other people to gauge where they're at. If you really think you're the best, I always believe you should go and compete against the best and see where you stand, right? So micro influencers are, I think, is the way of the future. Micro influencers are going to be what we really, really, really do enjoy because very few people look into those. I mean, we're not talking about people that have millions of followers. You're talking about 20, 30,000 followers, but they're engaged. They're in it. They're commenting. They're asking questions. They're reposting your videos. Those kind of influencers, I think, are the future, not necessarily the bigger ones. The bigger ones are great, and they're only great because from an advertising side, and I come from an advertising background, from an advertising side is basically how many people see my product, not how many people are buying my product.
Correct.
And that is the issue that you have, right? So if you pack up, and this is our business model, if you pack up a bunch of micro influencers and then you end up getting 2 million or more, right? But they're a lot more engaged than somebody that has 3 million followers. That advertiser makes more money instead of using the micro influencers than using one massive influencer. So our model is based on reality of things. The advertisement industry is based upon views, cost per million. We see it all the time. Cost per million and clicks, right? Depending on how niche your product is, that cost per click goes astronomical. And the research has been done, and you can see it on Google, on how much cost per click has gone up and how niche kind of products are higher and higher in demand. We use that knowledge that giants did. We piggybacked off that. We bring it back to us, and we use it to pay the creators, the users, and we use it to expand a more beneficial platform that uses yourself and what you can create to make money.
Then let me
And I
ask
think
you.
that that's
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off real quick. Now, Juan, now you're talking about something to where you're creating your own platform that influencers are going to post stuff off. You're not talking about people who are going to still stay with YouTube. You can't, do anything with those people. This will be your own platform, right?
yeah. We'll check this out. So, and this is an update that we're going to bring up with a couple of the guys here from my group chat. Is we're making this on an advertising range. So, advertising range is the range that your advertising can go, right? And if you as a influencer only use YouTube, right? And kind of like we're doing now, this is the perfect thing. You're using Instagram and YouTube to cross market at the same time, right?
Right.
What we're going to offer are multi uses for our platform. So you log in into our platform, and it's going to be free to use, where you can broadcast your product to YouTube, broadcast your post to Instagram, broadcast all automatically done. And that's going to be an update that we'll be using here. It's not going to roll out until the beginning of next year, but we're currently working on it. So basically, our platform is going to be incentivized for the people to use, because they just need to load their content into our platform. Our platform then distributes it to their accounts. So there are products that do that, but it's not free and it doesn't cover all. But we're making it so it's a very intricate process. But with Web 3.0, everything's limitless. There's so many things you can do.
Now, will it cost money for the influencers to or whoever uses your platform? Will it cost money to be able to be a part of it and be able to start sharing content to the other platforms from your platform?
Absolutely free.
Wow.
So we need to engage people that understand this in ways that most people don't. And to do that, we can't charge that. We need to educate people about Web 3.0. We need to educate people about crypto, engage the people that are not crypto users to use our platform, because it's the same thing. Even if you don't believe in crypto, you don't think crypto is real money, if you log in into your into an account that basically, think about us, forget about doing a D app exactly. Think about this just an app that you can log in into all your platforms, and it'll cross market all over the place for all your accounts that you have, and it's free. Would you be entailed to just go and browse around and learn a little bit more? Of course, because it's free and it's saving you a crap ton of time.
It is. And now, will that be a mobile app that will be in like Google Play and Apple stores?
Well, in order for us to be decentralized, we cannot be in Apple Store or any type of Android store.
Right.
So decentralization basically means we're not centralized on a server like Apple and so forth. So what we're doing is bringing this back and bringing it into Morales. That's where our DF is hosted.
Right. I'm familiar with Morales.
Yeah. Morales is a great platform because it helps companies like ours, which are very small compared to, TikTok, compared to Instagram, be able to do different things without having to worry about company policies. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of apps that no longer exist on the App Store, and it's because they don't abide by their rules, so therefore they can't be marketed in that software. So Apple will delete your app if they believe that you're in violations in terms and conditions. So we're using this in a different way. The way that you log into the app is like a URL, and it logs in with either your wallet or it logs in with your email. Like I said, I want to make sure that we understand that this is not only for people that are crypto users. These are people that are non-crypto users that want to use the platform for either multi-functionality with the platforms, or just using the platform because they want to post certain things and they want to they want to see where it goes.
Now, let me ask you, Juan, will you have an option to where followers will be able to, tip or, pay the influencers that they follow in crypto and fiat cash, or do you have any plans for that?
We already have it in place. So the way that the likes um, are going to be given, so it doesn't. If you go on Instagram, TikTok, it doesn't cost you anything to like anything, right?
Right.
But by you either you can earn CONT by watching ads and buying stuff from the marketplaces. That way you can, you don't have to pay to like anything really. You can earn the likes, like money. That's what we call it here. And that's a really good thing, because even though it does cost money, the app will give you the opportunity to make the money so you can like stuff. And also the amount of money is going to be based upon the value of the token. So it's not going to be like before we had an issue where we needed tokens, a lot of tokens to make the D app work, because every like used to be one token, right? But the bigger we get, the less feasible that is. So it's going to be based upon a dollar sign, which is going to be less than 4 cents. So if you like something, you really like something, is 4 cents. And you'll be able to make that no problem watching ads, just because of the cost per million that we're going to be showing. If you watch ads and you're engaging with the platforms and you are buying from the NFT marketplaces and the regular marketplaces, which is also free, it's a moneymaker for everybody.
Wow, that sounds absolutely amazing. I got to tell you, being an influencer myself, this just sounds, fantastic. Let me ask you though, what are your plans on how to get, content creators away from the traditional sources like YouTube and, Instagram and TikTok, and, starting to get used to, using your platform? How do you plan on, actually getting these influencers?
Well, we already have. I don't know if you've gone to our website, but we already have like an application where people can go and log in and apply to be influencers. We have something like 230,000 people already applied.
Really? Yeah, I'm
Uh,
on your website right now. Is it under the login section?
no, it's on the bottom. It would say apply to be sponsored.
Okay, I'm scrolling down to the bottom right here and just kind of show everybody what you're talking about, all the way at the very bottom.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I do see that right there. So
So
that,
we've done some marketing with some influencers. Like I said, we're not focusing on big influencers. We're focusing on micro influencers that are going to get us to be able to charge insane amount of money for our advertising, so we can then turn that into CONT and bring the value of the coin automatically. Part of the issue that I see with crypto is that people don't understand what it does and the uses, right? But people don't need to understand crypto to use this platform. They just need to log in and use our multi-platform, where they go, one click will distribute all your content through all your channels. It would also keep track of all your engagements and so on. So that way you have your own tracking mechanisms to figure out, hey, I posted at 12 o'clock today, I got X amount of likes, or this video did better than others. And it basically is creating an atmosphere of using yourself as a product, but also getting paid for it and getting better at it while you do it.
yeah, that's very important, because I'll tell you what, I watched that documentary, The Social Dilemma, and I'm sure
Yeah.
you've seen it. And my God, by the
Yeah.
time I got done that, I was sick. I was sick to my
Yeah.
stomach with the way that they treat everybody as the product.
Yeah.
It was disgusting, really.
It really bothers me as, like, I'm a parent, right? So I
Me
have a
too.
2-year-old little girl, and I live in South Florida, which is probably one of the worst places to live for little girls.
It
And
really,
I'm
it
looking over this.
really is. Like I told you earlier, I had just moved out of Florida myself. I had lived in Pinellas County in the Palm Harbor area for the last 13 years, and I couldn't wait to get out of Florida. And now that I've been out of it, I'm so happy that there's other parts of the country, and
Yeah.
it's good to raise your kid
So
in.
yeah, so we're looking at this, and I'm looking. I don't want my daughter to be thinking that that's, those Instagram models are real, because they're not.
Right.
I know what they actually do for a living, and it's not that.
No.
So So the engaging platform is more along the lines of getting everybody engaged, even non-users. So when you use platforms like ours and you don't understand crypto, you just think about it funny money, right? But if you and then you figure out, shit, what if funny money could be turned into like points, right? Like how you do with credit cards, your credit card points.
Right.
And we need to make that transition instead of saying, hey, don't post on Instagram, post on TikTok. What are you getting? Really nothing, because it takes forever to make any type of money, and to get an audience is even worse. So use this. And in the meantime, you're getting paid for it. Granted, it's not going to be a shit ton of money, but it's going to be a lot more than what you're getting out of TikTok and Instagram. And then if you are really good at what you do, that's what I'm saying. The content wars that we have is where two influencers compete against each other and they gauge where they're at. If we breed competition, if we breed specialty advertising, we will breed an advertising that is not only unheard of, but is also rewarding for everybody to do. So the best thing that I can explain that this, like I said, my wife is also an investor on this group. I was explaining to her a little while back. She was telling her friends, and I told her, hey, listen, think about this app of Instagram, but it's a new Instagram, but you get paid to use it. Will you use it? Be like, hell yeah, I already do it for free.
Right. Yeah.
So, so that kind of stuff for me is where we're turning the page. And the more people know about this kind of platforms, and like I said, there are multiple other companies that are doing this, but not specifically sharing the ad revenue, doing what we're doing. They're just doing decentralized social media apps.
Yeah, I
And
think
yeah,
you're.
that's
Are
what.
you talking about like Crater with Evergrow Coin? I know they're kind of working on something that was supposed to be kind of like a rival to YouTube and like OnlyFans and Patreon and all, but they've been taking forever to get it out, and I think a lot of people have grown restless and kind of left the project over it.
Yeah, and just so you know, they're probably doing it right, because creating a D app is not something that you make from one night to another. This is a very complicated, very new. Not a lot of D app developers out there, and the ones that do, they only know certain bits and pieces. So you have to put the puzzle together with what you have, and the availability of those D app developers are not there. So if they're delayed, I could almost guarantee you is because it is a lot of work to do what we're doing. I mean, we started back in October last year, and we only got a beta ready on February this year. And that was a very simple social media without any type of multi-channel distribution, without an NFT marketplace, without regular marketplace, and without the analytics. And that took us almost 8 months. So we want to be seen as not the decentralized social media guys, right? Because we're going to be seen as that, and we're already seen as that. But we want to be able to be seen as the app that pays you, period. So being it funny money, like people want to call it, or being it actual money, that's where I think that the change is going to be. And non-crypto users are going to use it just because they get paid to do so. Who cares? So the other thing that people like to do, I don't know if you guys heard about a company called Versus, which like a bunch of rappers would compete, and they were like a TV channel just got bought over for like some crazy amount of money. It's like in the billion side.
Wow. No,
But
I'm actually not familiar with that one.
yeah, so whenever you have a chance, take a look at that. It's versuz.com, if I'm not mistaken. So it's basically people competing and rapping against each other. That's kind of what we're doing, but for everything. It's not going
That's
to be
kind of
just
cool.
rapping. It's going to be producing. If you're a crypto influencer, shit, let's see who has the best freaking following. Let's go against each other. Let's create some hype around this.
I like that.
Logan Paul has made amazing things. Even though I don't really like with all his stuff, but he's amazing on engaging people, getting people to talk. And if you're able to do that in a way that everybody's talking about something that you can make money off, forget about being crypto or anything. If you're gonna become a wealthy person. So it's just a matter of time where we cross this bridge. But the great thing about the holders is if you spent $1,000 in today, right, and this turns into $1 billion company, then returns are insane. And not only that, your BNB rewards that you get on reflections will make you a crap ton of money. So, our reflections are actually really cool because they're automatic and they're done in BNB, so there is no sell off or anything like that when people panic. So when you do this kind of stuff and you're looking at this from a plan that is in billions of dollars, which, if you put $1,000 in, you probably get probably $30,000 to $40,000 a month just in reflections.
It's amazing.
If we're able to hit our $1 billion market cap. So now it's all about a waiting game. For us, we've spent insane amount of money marketing, trying to get to certain places like CoinMarketCap. We just got. We're waiting in CoinGecko.
Congratulations.
And thank you. So we're here to make this easier for people to understand what crypto and the apps and all this Web 3.0 really actually does mean.
And you know what and that's the important thing, because the people who are involved with crypto, they're passionate about it, but it's the other 95% of the population who maybe have some interest in crypto but are just intimidated by it because they don't understand it and what the applications are for it. The large percentage of the population, when you say crypto to them, the only thing they think of is Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum. They have no idea what the hell DeFi is, or any of these smaller BSC tokens, or just any of these D apps, and what they actually do. So if we can educate people to what this is, and how to open up a Trust Wallet or a MetaMask, or how to get involved, it's definitely a learning curve, but that's the steps to take to get more people involved in it, and that's what when the mass adoption will happen. At least that's how I feel.
No, and we're with you on that. And like I said, we've also trying. Like I said, we are planning ahead. So our planning ahead is going to be getting strategic partnerships with wallets that are easy to use. There are some wallets that are easier to use, and some of them have their own platforms to trade crypto. So we want to, like, for example, we were just in talks with a company out of Japan. They have their own crypto wallet, and they have their own decentralized exchange. They want to make it, I'm sorry, centralized exchange, not decentralized. They want to make it so we can, if you're in Japan, you use our app, their wallet is the only one that's going to be able to be used. So we're going to make it really easy for people to understand things, specialty, just going on geologistical wise and advertising on geologistical wise ways that attract those kind of people that are wary about the app. But if you're saying, hey, you don't need to put your private information to make this happen, to make a wallet, all you have to do is create an account, and you just log in with an email, and that email turns into a Trust wallet or a MetaMask wallet or a third-party wallet. And they don't really care, right? But the problem is people are scared because they think that they have to put their private information up there. So making it easy to use is definitely one of our main goals.
I just sent you something on Telegram. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this. You're familiar with it. It's called Unite DeFi Roundtable. They do it every week or two, and I am actually the guest influencer on there tonight. And they get like 5 or 6 crypto tokens and projects together every week, and it's like an open panel, like forum discussion where everybody kind of talks about their product, and most of the projects actually end up talking and finding ways to work together, because what these guys are trying to do is they're actually trying to unite the DeFi space instead of just everybody being out for themselves, kind of figuring out strategic partnerships and how to work together, and maybe some other options along the way, making friends. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this or not.
No, I have not. That's actually great to see. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, we have to all get together and help each other out, because the more word that our projects get out, it's the better for everybody. And like I said, I know we have competitors, but I don't really care because they're different than ours, even though they're not specific to what we do. Our vision is completely different. So
yeah, absolutely.
Anything that I can do, I will do.
I'm going to talk to I talked to Chris. He's the guy who organizes this. He's huge in the metaverse. He has this company, and behind the scenes, he's a dev of like just dozens of projects out there in DeFi behind the scenes. The guy's just brilliant, and he hosts
Awesome.
this, and he does this every week or every 2 weeks. And it sounds like you guys would be a really good fit for out there because I could see a lot of applications for this, and a lot of people that would be very interested in what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah. So, kind of wanted to let everybody know if they do want to invest, I'm going to be giving out a 6-month white. Uh, uh, we're going to be giving out an account where we're going to whitelist you, and you can put as much money as you want in for 6 months. And after 6 months, we're going to have to take the whitelist off. But if anybody wants to invest, this is your time. There's no fees related to anything. Please do PM me, and I will do it with Noman and get you set up. Noman's our blockchain developer. Pretty sure everybody's seen it. He takes care of all like the maintenance and that kind of stuff. Anything blockchain contract related, that's what he does.
That's awesome. I mean, I couldn't be any more excited for this. As a small creator myself, I mean, just I'll kind of give you my background a little bit. Two and a half months ago, I was just a regular investor in crypto like anybody else, and I joined up with a project on the first day of launch, and I'm one of those people to where when I invest in a project, I like going on YouTube and hearing what people have to say about it, and I didn't see any video coverage of this project yet, so I said, shit, you know what? I'm gonna make a video. I just got a new laptop that's a little bit better than my desktop. Let me make a YouTube video, and I'm sure it sucked. I haven't even gone back and looked at it. I probably should look at my first video, but I made a video and I got maybe like 15 or 20 subs off of it, and I posted it in the Telegram group, and I got a bunch of people saying, oh, when's your next video, and I was like, next video, I just made this for shits and giggles, man, just because there wasn't really anything out on it, and I wanted to maybe try to help boost my investment. And, next thing you know, I said, you know what, I'll make another video. So then I made another one, and I got some more subs and, more people talking and, giving me praise with it. And I said, you know what, let me try this a little bit. And now 2.5 months later, I'm closing in on 1,000 subs, and I've made 115 videos.
That's awesome. That's really cool. But yeah, just to close this out, kind of wanted to let everybody know where we're going, how's our plan, we're projectional kind of growth.
Let's hear it.
And the plans here, we will be launching our D app on or before December.
Okay.
We're trying to get everybody in early. Just let everybody know there will be I think 2 weeks before we launch or 3 weeks before we launch the D app, we will be doing sell locks on any new buys moving forward. Those are not for like the existing people that supported us. So then basically there is not going to be some crazy pump and dump situation. We're also going to be doing staking. So we're currently working on that platform to help everybody out. And we're also looking into, how I was talking about multi-channel for your content, like
right, because it's a pain in the ass when I post something, then I got to go back and post it on Twitter and then post it on this and that. I do really like that feature. That saves a lot of time for influencers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so we're gonna be using that, but also for OnlyFans girls, and those girls, they're gonna be free to use. They're going to pay us for whatever subscribers they get. So there's gonna be NSFW. So not safe for work kind of place.
We're all familiar at Dirty Mike and the Boys group. We are all familiar with that term and that platform. I'll speak for everybody.
So basically, we're gonna be getting this girl to say, "Hey, come over here." It's a new way to advertise, and not only that, they pay us for a subscription. If somebody on our platform goes there and subscribes, we're going to get 10% out of that. They don't have to pay us anything. It's just if they subscribe, and then that's something that we're rolling out with our cross platform. So it basically does it everything, but those girls are going to have to pay us something. So
Yeah, they should. They're making a lot of
that's
money. They are making obscene amounts of money.
yeah. So they like I said, it's one more way to monetize, one more way to help our holders, one more way to get more exposure. It's everything. It's engaging with every single type of creator that I think that is going to make us successful in the long run.
That's awesome. That's really really exciting stuff you're working on, and you know I had kind of browsed over your website and your stuff prior to this, and it definitely piqued my interest. But hearing the way you explained it, it was brilliant, and I'll tell you what, man, you got me excited to kind of join up and get sponsored and do this.
Yeah, for sure. We're sure. Make sure you don't worry about the application. I'll put you in. No worries. You're good. So, and thank you guys for having me. If does anybody have any questions?
Let me take a look and see if I got anything in the YouTube. Like I said, this was a weird time of the day right here. I have a lot of members in my group too from over in Australia and like Eastern Europe and all too. It's just the way it kind of worked out. So it's late
No
at night
worries.
or
Hey,
middle of the night for those guys. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting this on. I'm going to put this on YouTube as well, and put it in my room and everything, so everybody will get to check it out. Let me see. Do you have any questions in your group that you see?
no. Not at the moment.
I'll be honest. You really covered a lot of information and a lot of questions that I think everybody may have. Let me just take one more browse through. Let me see. No question. No, everybody said you did a great job explaining everything. People are commenting in the group that no questions from me, so you definitely did a great job explaining it. Again, this was Juan with Content Coin. And obviously, I recommend you guys do your own research on any type of project before you invest in it. But definitely check these guys out. They got some big things that they're working on. And if you guys are a creator of any type, check these guys out. Juan, stay on with me for a second after I turn the recording off. I wanted to actually talk to you about something just real quick.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll be.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining me again with another AMA with Content Coin. I'll be posting this up in the group so you guys can listen to this a little bit later. And I will be back with another video again shortly. Have a great one, guys.